Donald Trump looks scared as hell in a deranged new video attacking the recent report from the January 6th Trump riot committee. We're going to look at the clip. This guy seems nervous. This guy seems scared, even though I don't believe he will see even a single day inside of a prison cell, no matter what happens. He doesn't want to be the indicted president. He doesn't want to have the next 4 years of his life, who knows how many years he has left, tied up dealing with a criminal trial. Look at Trump. Check this out.
We wanted security. We wanted safety. There was no insurrection, and there wasn't going to be an insurrection. It was made up by these sick people.
I've never seen Trump look like this, behave like this, talk like this.
Nancy Pelosi and the D.C. mayor refused. If they'd listened to me, my recommendation, none of this would have happened.
Now, remember, we've learned since. First, Trump kept saying, I wanted 10 to 20,000 troops to protect the Capitol, and Nancy Pelosi turned him down. And what we realized was Nancy Pelosi didn't turn anything down. Trump didn't request 10 to 20,000 troops to protect the Capitol. It's actually even sicker. We've now learned Trump wanted 10,000 troops to protect him on January 6th. Him. Not to protect the Capitol, to protect him. It's insane that that's actually the truth of the matter.
And you wouldn't have heard about January 6th. As we know it. They covered up multiple tweets, and they covered up a video which were censored by Twitter and the FBI, in which I called for law and order and for no violence.
This should be an exhibit at whatever trial is forthcoming.
And then they pushed an absurd and discredited story where I supposedly lunged for the steering wheel in an attempt to commandeer a presidential limousine. Think of it. I lunged for a steering wheel, and they believe that story. Nobody believes that story. The committee...
Jump cuts doing a lot of work here. I can only imagine what the experience of watching Trump film this was like.
Barely even discussed the catastrophic security failures at the Capitol, and they didn't discuss the other thing, the reason that everybody went there, the election, which was a corrupt disaster. They did not discuss why the doors were flung wide open for people to walk right in, and they didn't discuss the role of federal informants. Most importantly, the Unselect Committee did not produce a single shred of evidence that I in any way intended or wanted violence at our Capitol. The evidence does not exist because the claim is baseless and a monstrous lie. They know it. It's just like the Russia hoax. This is absolutely no different. It's misinformation, the only thing they're good at. Cheating in elections, misinformation.
Remember, there was no cheating in the election by Democrats.
The events of January 6th were not an insurrection. They were a protest that tragically got out of control and which the left has been weaponizing ever since to censor, spy on, and persecute American citizens. The entire phony hoax is about taking away your speech, taking away your vote, and taking away your freedom. These are sick people. These are Marxists, and they're very dangerous and very bad.
Now, as you know, there would really be no connection between Marxism and any of the things that Donald Trump is talking about. That is unhinged. And understand that with the jump cuts where it's like Trump's in a different part of the screen every time they cut it. And we know why this happens because we've seen the uncensored video of Trump trying to record these things. He can barely speak, and it's really just a triggering experience for him. I can only imagine that, given that this was the best video they could put together, that this guy was just exploding behind the scenes about this thing. He seems scared. He seems terrified. He doesn't want to be the indicted president, which he may be. I don't know what the big 2023 story is going to be. But if I were a betting man, at this point, I might be saying it's the Trump indictment. We will see. We will take a break and be back right after this. One of our sponsors today is Fume. Fume is on a mission to accelerate humanity's breakup from the bad habits that consume far too many of us, including ones that harm our health. Fume is a natural diffusive device that uses plants and behavioral science to trade out your negative habit for a positive one. Fume is not a vape. It's a non-electronic device designed to transform your negative habits. Instead of pods filled with potentially harmful chemicals like a vape. Fume uses cores infused with plants like peppermint and cinnamon for delicious natural flavors. Fume's new version 2 model is snappy and tactile with an adjustable airflow dial and a magnetic end cap that's fun to fidget with. It's Fume's goal to make switching easy or even enjoyable. They have thousands of 5-star reviews from people just like you who have successfully switched when other solutions didn't work. Head to tryfume.com and use the code PACMAN to get 10% off today when you get the Journey Pack, which comes with 3 unique flavors and the new version 2 Fume. The link is down below.